Here we go, Wombat. Fight number 5 of the evening. On his way to the ring, fighting out of Dominance MMA, we have David Nguyen.
And let me tell you something. This will probably be the loudest you'll hear of the night. David sold an absolute bunch of tickets, and he's got lots of support here. So, and I tell you, they'll be actually right behind in his corner. So, it's going to be loud for him. Like you said, training under Sean Gochi, you know, one of the best flyweights in the country. Second trip inside an MMA cage, and you know, with an 0-1 record, he's looking to bounce back here and get a win on the board.
Oh, no doubt at all. Some level of experience, which will help settle the nerves earlier on. Obviously, as you said, Sean Gauci, one of the better pros in the country right now, so they'll have a game plan sorted out here. We'll see if he can implement.
Very interesting fight prediction, Josh. I feel like this will be a 3-round fight by decision, or I'll sub him in the second. So he's obviously looked at this fight a lot, and he thinks that's how it's going to play out.
And he's training for the full 3 rounds, which I like as well, so the cardio should be there. His opponent in this one, we have Val Sharipov fighting out of Adrenaline MMA under Aiden Aguilera. Wombat, your thoughts on Val in this one?
Well, I rely on Wayne for this one, and Wayne's telling me that there's lots of hype around Val. Everyone's saying in the gym that he's an absolute superstar on the mat. So whether that translates into the cage, you never know. But from what I've been told, he's definitely one to keep an eye on. And David's got his work cut out here. But let me tell you, David, as soon as this fight was offered, he snapped it up like that. He don't care. He's ready to throw down. So, mate, you know, out of Dominance MMA. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Adrenaline, yes.
Adrenaline, my part.
Chris Brown,
Aguilera.
Obviously.
Yep.
It's a Joey Karami we're going to see later on. So very, very good corner. Blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Likes the arm triangle, rear naked choke. So if it gets to the bottom, it'll be his advantage.
And shade out the Aiden Aguilera as well that fought just overseas. That's why he's not here. Here's Justin Charles.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 rounds in the XFC Bantamweight division, proudly brought to you by True Value Homes. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with an amateur record of 1 loss. He stands 170 centimeters tall, weighing in at 61.2 kilograms. Fighting out of Dominance MMA, presenting David Nguyen. And in presenting his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record of 1 win and no losses. He stands 178 centimeters tall, weighing in at 61.2 kilograms. Fighting out of Adrenaline MMA, presenting Val Sharipov. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Peter Hickmott.
Tail of the tape we can see right now. Height and reach for Val Sharipov in this one.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fight number 5, David Nguyen, Val Sharipov.
Boys touch him up. David comes out swinging straight away. Oh, ate a little right hand there, Val. Shoots for the takedown early on.
There's good timing on that. Yeah, hands clasped and down he goes.
In the full mount as well.
Straight into full mount. David trying to scoot his hips back.
Trying to hip escape out. See if he can get back into a single, and he has too. So he's got in a single.
No,
he's still got it.
Oh, no, but nice
Slips
hips
out.
there. Val riding him well here.
In the full guard. See what sort of ground game Val's got. He just said blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for Val. Butterfly in. Good movement by David on the ground. Val throwing the body shots, soften him up a little bit.
Oh, he moves nicely to side control.
Really good transitions on the ground by Val early on.
And very relaxed, you know, he's taking his time here. He's not panicking.
Look at his posture as well. He's refusing to allow David to manipulate the position on the ground, maintaining side control. David's wearing all that weight as well.
He's not, I mean, David's doing all the right things here, really, to try and get back up, but Val obviously just too heavy on top.
Back in the half guard, though, for David. Trying to control the head now with Val. Don't want to burn those arms out, though.
He's got a very interesting... His arm's in an interesting, weird position here. Oh, he's used it to get up here.
Val still got hold of the leg, though. Still dominating the position at the moment. Underhooks in. David's back up.
Oh, and shoots straight again.
David looking to control the arm. Can't again. Second takedown for Val in round 1.
And this is just making Dave work, isn't it? I mean...
Well, cardio-wise, it's going
yeah.
to burn him.
100%.
Don't want to give his back up, though, David, here.
Yeah, he's trying to work on a sneaky Kimura grip there, I think, but gave his back. He's worked out nicely. She's graded his back against the fence.
Got to look for some underhooks now.
You'd got to think that Val's going to shoot again for a double here once he gets that right arm free.
Yeah, well, there's an overhook at the moment on the right arm of Val, so David Wise controlling that arm, but he's not going to be able to maneuver himself away from the cage with that grip, though.
30 seconds left here. We've basically had 2.5 minutes of Val domination here, so...
Underhook momentarily for David, lost it. He's relentless with the wrestling,
yeah,
Val, though.
he really is.
Clear to see the game plan coming out of Adrenaline Chris Brown here.
And you know you're going to get some good wrestling out of that gym, mate.
Absolutely.
5-time Olympian.
3 takedowns for Val in round 1. 10 seconds out.
Just going to ride this round out. Takes that round very comfortably.
Yeah, 3 big takedowns. No damage for David Nguyen. But if he was expecting some sort of stand-up brawl, he has to amend his game plan in the next 60 seconds because Val should keep shooting, I would have thought, for the remainder of this fight.
And I'm just looking at David here. He's taking a few deep breaths in. He shook his head as soon as the bell rung, shook his head.
He must have been expecting that coming out of a gym like Adrenaline, so I'm sure he trained for that, but maybe just couldn't control the relentless takedown pressure.
Don't forget his fight prediction, however. Maybe he predicted this. Maybe he thought, first round, I'm going to give that up. He's going to be strong. Maybe he's going to come out, throw some heat here.
Strategic to get Val to try and gas out, you reckon?
Hey, man.
Big call.
Hey, man.
Big call.
I'm just going by his fight prediction, mate.
Looks very calm, Val. David getting his instruction from Sean Gauchi right now.
Seconds out here. Round number 2, fight 5. XFC Demolition 1. And the beautiful sunshine in Victoria.
It wasn't very sunshiny today, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, welcome to Melbourne. Josh, you should know, mate. This is your home game.
I love this place. Here we go, round 2. Let's see what David can do in this round. Outside leg kick. Oh, again, throws a big punch takedown.
Yeah, that's perfect timing. And you know what? What can you do against that?
That's textbook double leg.
Absolute. And he's working his way to sneaky side control here.
Has again. His transitions are so quick. Now, good use of the cage by David to try and get back to... No, he can't. Still side control.
Yeah, he's trying to grab half guard.
Looking for the half guard.
Yeah, 100%. But Val just looks like an absolute animal on top.
Got to put the haymakers and the kicks away fighting against someone that's got clearly the wrestling pedigree that Val has here.
Well, you want to just at least touch him a few times, maybe score a few points, not trying to throw so much heat.
Oh,
just so you can, stop that takedown when it comes.
First pitch, hitting the home run, and it happens very rarely in this sport. So.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it did tonight. Fight number 3, baby.
He made me look a bit silly, didn't he?
Anything can happen.
Wearing the weight of his opponent here, David Nguyen, and some punches now too, some sneaky lefts in there.
Yeah,
but he can cage walk here.
He can. He's got to get his back up against that cage. Nice. And gets to a knee. And look, he just jumps straight on a single. That's just incredible chain wrestling here.
He's going to look to, I reckon, pull him out here and try to tame Mount in the same movement.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a Khabib position that he might be able to pull in. No, David's done well.
The Khabib.
Up to his knee. He's grabbing that single again. This guy is relentless. Wow.
Pulls him out. That's a combination of about 3 takedowns if you want to count him in the second round as well. Good body position. Again, David wearing all the weight of Val also here in round 2.
If you're in Val's corner, though, you're probably, looking for him to work here, maybe put this fight away from this, because he's quite clearly got the dominance on the ground.
Oh, you'd hope so.
Looking to land strikes here. David back to his feet. Wow, he's got some heart, this kid, doesn't he?
Got 2 underhooks as well here, David. So
And he's pushed him up against the fence.
I'd separate if I was him. Try and separate, use those hands. Shoots
Oh,
for the
he's
single
shooting.
leg. Got his hands clasped. No, he hasn't got his hands clasped.
You know what? I don't mind that quite so much from David, trying to turn the tables, but he does probably want to look to separate here, maybe get some strikes in.
He's got to find some scoring positions because we've got 35 seconds left, and at this stage, he's probably 2 rounds down at the end of this one.
Oh, turns him
good
nicely.
reversal.
Wow.
Shoots for the double again, and he'll get this as well.
Yeah, he will.
Oh,
big slam!
Rolls out,
Oh,
David.
but he rolls out of it.
Big right hands.
Unfortunately, David just keeps looking for that massive right hand when he gets a little bit of space.
It was the adrenaline rush.
Got to throw his jab out there. 10 seconds to go.
That's some really impressive wrestling by Val again, though, in round 2. Just breaking David down here.
Chris Brown, baby. Oh, big right hand lands on the break.
Work to do for Dominance MMA and
Now
David Nguyen here.
Now let's have a look. You can have a look. And the coaches in David Nguyen corner seen exactly what I just seen,
Tired.
which I pointed out to you. Val in the corner, he's blowing. He's obviously putting a lot of effort to hold him down. Obviously, David's in very good shape. Keeps trying to bounce back up to his feet.
What does
He's
this
not giving
mean,
up.
though? So let's talk this through. So if he's so tired, he's going to shoot straight away here and try and line him for 3 minutes. So David, got to put the overhooks, the overhands away. Got to put the hooks away. Put any leg kick away. Put the jab in his face. Keep him at distance. Cut your angles. I reckon a minute into the 3rd round and Val's going to be knackered. Then he can pick him apart.
Yeah, possible uppercuts here as well. Obviously,
Oh,
in
the dirty boxing if
in
he
the
has to.
amateur division, you can't throw knees to the head.
Yeah, exactly right. But if I was Sean Gauci, do not let Val grab you for the first 60 seconds of this round and he'll blow out.
Yep, keep your distance and see what happens.
And he's got to finish it, thing too. He's got to finish to win this fight. So he's going to have to find that knockout punch somewhere here.
And he's got a bunch of his supporters right behind him, cheering him on. They've all got faith in him. His corner's got faith in him. Val touch it. They touch it up. Nice, boys.
Let's see. Is Val going to shoot early?
We'll see if we get that big, massive overhand right from David.
Oh!
Oh, no, it's the other way around.
So he switched stances before. He went southpaw, switched back. Oh, there's a double.
Anytime he gets that moment where, yeah, and he
Gets
gets
a
him down
double.
again. Anytime he gets a spare moment where David's hands are too high,
Bang.
Bang.
Shoots in. See you later.
here he goes, working him against the fence.
Got the doubles held here. So if he can scoot him out, he's going to land him out.
What do they call this in 10th Planet, mate?
Good question. Given I misbelted Sensei Josh, I'm putting my 10 planet jits away for a few minutes. He will not be happy later on. Continues to work for the double leg. So all in the hip movement here. He just shuffles his hips. The same time he pulls the back of the knees. All of a sudden, dominant position.
A nice little right hand
hand
lands
too.
there, right in front of us here too, Joshy.
Oh, 3 good right hands.
David
And
does a
straight back
great
for the
job
double.
again. Every time David does really, really well to get back to his feet, Val's just straight on his legs
I
again.
don't want to put any pressure on Val, but this is Khabib-esque.
It really, I mean, the pressure's relentless, man.
From a pressure perspective, exactly. This is how Khabib rolls.
Trying to work an angle here.
Maintaining control of the legs. And every time again.
Wow, I mean, that's possibly 10 takedowns in the fight.
I've got 9 so far, and I'll
Yeah.
probably miss 1 or 2. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's some wrestling dominance right here. And again, look at the position. Body posture is excellent. Hands clasped. There's nothing really David can do to move. He's going to dump him again.
Look out!
Oh!
Big slam!
Maybe the 10th and best of them all so far from Val Sharipov in this one.
And, mate, his cardio's obviously on point. Like you were saying, maybe after a minute he was blowing on the stool, but look at this. You know,
When you're
he's...
he'd have that adrenaline rush now too, knowing that he's only a minute away from a dominant victory. So
I
he'll
think-
hold out.
Pretty sure he had a little sneaky look up at the clock then too.
Got a grapevine on the left leg of David Nguyen. So just nowhere for David to go here. He's trying to do the right things, push the head away to get distance. Going to lift him and dump him again here.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh!
He's looking at guillotine here. No, he doesn't lock it up.
11th takedown of the fight.
He still kind of has his arm around his neck though.
It's an arm in guillotine though. The
There
left
he
arm-
is.
The left
30
arm is in.
seconds. He's got a little bit of time to work it.
He's going the Hail Mary, but it's very hard with the arm in.
Yeah.
And from this position as well, his
Yeah.
body position is just not right to land the guillotine. Single leg, 12 takedowns here in this fight.
10 seconds left.
Dominant from the adrenaline fight. Would have been perfect. Dominant from dominance, but we didn't get it in this one. Gets it back too.
Oh, that's just a super impressive performance. Val Sharipov, mate, take your hat off.
I tell you what, at that weight, at bantamweight, that is a very scary prospect to come up against.
I tell you what, that's a massive bantamweight, and good luck getting him off you when he gets on top of you.
But if we see, and the replay will come up shortly as well, the overhand right that Val threw in round 3 shows the discipline and diversity that he has here.
Here we go, let's see if we see it. And like you said, he sneaky
Boom!
chuck. Yeah,
That
wow.
was it. And that's with 6-ounce gloves on.
Yeah.
So you take the ounceage down, and I tell you what, that's a knockout shot right there. But it was the wrestling, it was the double. And it's a lesson for all young martial artists out there too. Val set up every one of those shots. He either ducked under the big punches, he either cut the angle to find the right range. He wasn't shooting from 3 meters away, and then he was dumping as well. So extraordinary performance from Val Sharipov.
And yeah, I mean, you caught it earlier with Khabib pressure. Normally, you know, you look at Khabib's opponents, they wilt.
Yep.
They either give up a tap or David Nguyen did not do that.
He's got guts, man. So full credit to David Nguyen, no doubt. He just came up against an opponent today that had a game plan that was far superior.
100%. We're going to throw it over in the middle to Justin Charles.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Each judge scored it 30-27 by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner, Val Sharipov.